welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Tony Lipenga, your Malawian YouTuber, guys. As you can see, I am in Kisumu, by the way. Right now I am going to the museum, so I'm just walking to reach there. I don't know if they're allowed doing videos. I'll have to find out if I can do videos inside the museum. If not, I think it's better this side, but the bikes are just too much here. So I'll have to find out if they allow doing videos, and then I'll do a video at the museum. And I cannot wait to see it. I did not do a lot of research about it, but I will do it before I upload my video. So I'm still walking down there to reach the museum, and then cannot wait to show you guys everything. Yeah, the streets are just so calm, they're quiet, and I see people sell flowers that side, and this side also they sell some flowers. Yeah, so I'm just walking. It is so quiet. I love this place because it's so quiet. I love quiet places. Because you can see I'm doing my vlog also peacefully. Let me walk across. Yeah, I love Kisumu. It is so nice. So after the museum, guys, I'll have to go to see Lake Victoria. Yesterday when I was on the bus, I was only seeing it from a distance, but today I'll get to see it closely. Yeah, and I also have to try fish. Maria said I should try fish. I think Clinton Explorer also said I should try the fish, because you know they have the Lake Victoria, meaning they have a lot of fish. So I'm just waiting for the bikes to pass so I can cross. Yeah, so I see this signpost there, Kisumu Museum. That is the signpost. They open every day 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. So guys, see you when I get there. Kisumu Museum admission rates. Okay, let's go.
So welcome to Zodero Homestead. Wherever we are, it's called Zodero Homestead. This is authentic Luo homestead. This is how Luos used to stay those days. 90s. Yeah. So the house you are seeing facing the gate directly is the house of the first wife.
Yeah.
So this is the house of the first wife. As you can see, the biggest hut. The door faces the gate directly. This is the owner of the gate. The gate is called Rangat. Yes. So he's called Mikai in blue, the first wife, the queen. On my right hand side is the house of the second wife. That one. The second wife is called Nyachira. Nyachira is in partnership with the first wife. Because of the first wife, Nyachira was brought. Yeah. Because maybe the first wife needed a helper.
So they get to feed.
Yeah, they get to feed. But she was the one who was doing first before Nyachira came. The husband didn't move himself. The man will come with the second wife and ask the first wife, are you ready to take this Nyachira as your helper? If she agrees, she will stay here. But if she doesn't, she will go back. On my far left, there's a hut over this one. There's a hut. It's called the third wife hut. The third wife is called Nyachira. Nyachira is the third wife. So this was a polygamous homestead. Yeah. So this man had 3 wives. First wife Mikai, second wife Nyachira, third wife the other side there. Then this is the man's hut. It's called Abila. This is where you'll find the man each and every time. It acts like an office with the man. If the man has not gone out, if you look after the curtains, you'll find the man inside here. Maybe they are having a meeting. Elders were to come and sit inside here. have a four-legged stool, but to the Luos, it was three-legged stool. This stool symbolized kingship to this family. The man was the king, the first wife was the queen. And as you can see, the board over there shows us, gives us more explanations. So the board mostly just, you can see elders seated as they drink their traditional brew. It's called busa. Yes.
Then like an alcohol?
Yeah, it's an alcohol. So the first wife was to make this alcohol. When there's a meeting in this homestead, the first wife has to make this alcohol. Then it will be brought inside here. It will be put here as they surrounded it. And they drink it with one straw. The straw is called oseke.
Yeah. So they share one.
They share one straw. Then they were having a traditional cigarette. As you can see, they also share it. It's only one. They pass it to one another. Maybe if you see these guys inside here, you should know there's something. Maybe they are having their own meeting. Or as you can see, this man has done something wrong in the community. So he was to be punished. They were to sit down and discuss, how can we punish this guy? Yeah. So they are giving punishment to this one. As you can see, he stands humbly because he's receiving this punishment. So in this hut, only men were allowed in at the age of 5 to 12. But to the ladies, we were not allowed. But at now, it's just an exhibition. Yeah. So the only ladies who were allowed in were our mothers, the three mothers. When they are bringing their food inside to the man, they were allowed. Maybe they are having a case, they can come. But as ladies, you are not allowed even to be near this hut. Yeah. So this is the animals hut. It's called a beach jamni. That's where we keep our small animals like sheep and goats for security. This one outside here is called cool, the kraal. This is where we keep our big animals like donkeys, camels, and cows. So that is the first son's hut, Onyango. That one. And on my left hand side is the second son's hut, the other one over there. Yeah. So as you can see, this was built recently. It means this man got married and they cannot share this house with the other ones. So when this man got married, we have to build that one because all the men were sleeping there. Now they have to transfer to the second hut. Apart from the huts, we have these small structures. These are the granaries. Each wife had her own granary, and also the man has the granary. So if your granary was empty, you are accorded as the lazy lady in this homestead. So the granary should not be empty.
It has to be full.
Full each and every time.
can see some pictures. Those things are called cowries. I've seen them before. People wear these things. So as you can read there, this symbolizes authority, meaning the people that wears that thing symbolizes authority. It's called Unkut Gag. So this one also looks like someone maybe with authority or something. It's used by Nandi men for rituals, especially to drive away bad omen. And there we see some photos, like people dancing. Maybe they're celebrating something. This, I don't know what it looks like. It looks like an animal skin or something. So on the description, it's a traditional tanned leather worn by Nandi women as adornment. So it's called a chepkayet. Wow, I don't know if I'm good with the pronunciation. This is a skin of an animal. So the description is saying the girls wore this during performances. I think on the photo we saw that the people that were dancing wore the animal skin. So this looks like an attire for a woman, and it has some cowries around it. Look at that. It's designed very well. So here it's called a ikutusi. The community is the Luya. So it's saying it symbolizes authority also, as we look back to that little thing that they wear, the ogut gagi. It's also worn by people that symbolize authority. Now that thing, I think you carry it in your hands. That looks like the things we see in Nigerian movies when they're blessing someone. So it's called a kawasi. I think it's combined. This looks like an attire too, like a skirt. Yeah, it's a skirt. I see on the description. It's worn by women when dancing. So it's called owalo. That one is called a kawasi. The community is Abakuria Migori. Wow, Migori, where we're coming from. So the description is a fly whisk made from a gazelle and used for blessing people. Oh, I was right. I was right even before I read it.
Yeah.
This sign. Ngobo. Oh, it's also a traditional skirt. Wow. I think I love this one because I love long skirts. This looks like a long skirt. We have the bracelets there. The community is Luya. It was worn by the Abaluya women for beauty and adornment. You know how women love to wear accessories, so that's why they made those bracelets for the women. We have the minyonge. Oh, the minyonge are those round silver bracelets. Those are the minyonge. It was also worn by women for beauty and adornment. And those ones look like earrings. I don't know. So these are traditional Sabaot earring worn by elders as a symbol of status during ceremonies. So I'm assuming maybe, let's say, a wedding ceremony, they can wear that. Yeah, we have the photo there of the person wearing the moonite. Yeah, I think we are done with the side. Let's go to the next. Wow, this is a music studio. Okay, pick an item and play. Let me try playing. Wow, I had to play for this aloud. Oh, I see huge rocks. These are translated as stone. It's a long passage. So it's like the stone age or something. show what it says. Oh, it says do not touch. Yeah, so it's the kit Mikai. Wow. You can see, I think these are the people. Look at that. This is amazing. So maybe these people used to live around these big rocks. You see this side also, we have more people. You see a lady there. I think these guys are making something. Now we move on to the next side. Wow, I love this beautiful portrait. There's so much going on, but just look at that. It is so beautiful. I think this is the artist Willis 24. So this is the Mora Nyangiti. So this, I'm thinking this is Mora Nyangiti. I think it's a name of a person by what the thing is telling us. Guys, I'll not be reading. I'm just showing, then you guys can pause. This is it, the Mora Nyangiti. Here, there's nothing. I think now it's another person also. This is the name. Kimnyole Arab Turkat. Yeah, they did good by the translation because they know a lot of people come to the museum. We have international people like us. Now we have more instruments, as I can see. That is the nyatiti, and that picture is the guy with this instrument, the nyatiti. So it looks like a guitar, like the modern times, looks like a guitar. So these are the music and legends of Lake Victoria Basin. As we go back, we also read about the Victoria Basin when it talked about the tangible and intangible. So that's the guy playing the nyatiti. Also up there, the guy has the nyatiti. So it was used for dodo performance. Here we have more instruments. These look like horns. They must be horns of some animal. The segere, yeah, it's a blowing horn. So it was used from a wild beast. So this is used for initiation and alerting people for a meeting. And there we have the aporo, oboro. It's also a horn blown during performances and alerting people for a meeting, same as the segere. And there we have the ekayamba. So this is the traditional abasuba shakers. If only these things we could touch them and try them out. But that's an instrument also. We have the ekarandi. This is a music shaker. That means you hold the top and shake, shake, shake. This, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's a metallic leg worn by Nandi girls of women. So maybe it's worn around the waist or something, or maybe the legs when dancing, so it shakes. There we can see the guy with the horn. It's the horn. Here we have more instruments. This is the equaset. It is used by Papa. So I don't know what this Papa is. Is it like a king? I think so, it has to be a king. Here we have the adeodeo. The adeodeo is this big instrument. It also has strings, like the nyatiti that we saw. So this is It's used for performances like the birth of twins or a good harvest. You can see the people there dressed and just having the instruments with her. Now we have the boo. It's like a drum, like the drums that we saw. The chemengin. It's a little drum. Oh, it has a string, so it looks like maybe it's a drum and maybe it can be played as the nyatiti also. We have the horn also for blowing. Kikwandit. Oh, the names I'm trying. We have the obokano. Wow. So this was placed on the neck. You place it on the neck and then you play. That's what the description is saying. Guys, we can make, people started making guitars way in the past. Do not touch. These are hearts. There's no description, but this is the heart. As you can see on the photos, people are wearing the hearts. Have another guitar, like the eketiti that we saw. We have pictures of the women. These are young girls also. This maybe must be the papa, one of the papas, like the chief. Now the guitar. So here it's called, it's the guitar. You know what a guitar does? Now we have the arrows, the bows and arrows, but this is just the arrows. It's called a ngotit. So I'm assuming this was used during wars. You know, you have to protect yourselves during wars and combat. So each arrow, there are spears. So each spear has like its own description, because I can see spear 1 and 2 were used for combat, or spear 3 was used for ceremonial purposes to symbolize authority. So those are the spears. We do have those chairs. I've seen these little chairs. It's like a stool. It was used for sitting by men to symbolize authority and power as head of the homestead. You can see that young man, that old man, is sitting on the stool, symbolizing authority in his area. The courtyard, we saw that side, that thing that looks like the hole without the thing, it's called arungu. It's made from knots of trees and used for defense. I can see the way it's shaped. You can attack someone to defend yourself. This is made out of beads. As you can see, it's called a chebunyo. So this symbolizes emblem of Nandi and the Kipigis, Libon, and warrior status of young males, especially during important corporate gatherings where a designed speaker must hold it before uttering any word. That means when you hold that, you can just speak, let's say, with silence. People will be quiet because you're the one holding it. You have authority. If you see a heart here, it's called the Ogut Modino. Guys, forgive me with the pronunciations. And I see people here. These are the music legends. You see the women dressed. That looks like something that was made out of, looks like beads, the ones around their neck, and they're carrying pots on their heads. Yeah, I think we're done this side. Here there is no description, and it looks like a curve. Maybe these writings were around the curves drawn by the people. Luanda Magere. So it's like a clan. Warrior. It's a warrior. Guys, I did not do my research well, so you have to forgive me. I feel like these people were fighting or something. The position like he has been killed. You can see the spear that we saw at the other end. People use this also in fighting. So this guy here is dead. So this is the Nyongondo, son of Ombare. So this is what the explanation is. I don't know what that thing is. It just looks like something for fishing. Oh, so this guy right here is fishing. Wow, I love the artwork. On this map, it shows the languages and dialects spoken by people of Kenya. The Bantu speakers, Somali group, Kamonjong group, Kushtik speakers, Maasai group, Luo, and the Kalenjin group. In the western part of Kenya, there are three main groups. The Luo were skilled fishermen, the Bantu were mixed farmers and had special knowledge in agriculture, while the Kalenjin group had special knowledge in cattle, sheep, and goat. Here are some of the fishing tools that they used to use in the 20th century. Fishermen mainly used fishing spears, fishing lines, and right here we can see they're hunting and trapping. The Luo and the Bantu used to use the hunting materials to trap the birds, the mammals, which were consumed as food. They also had these livestock because they relied on agriculture and animal products for their livelihood. Both groups, they used to bleed cattle and mix the animals' blood with milk as a source of protein. Bantu people also used to practice mixed farming and rear small herds of goats, fat-tailed sheep, and cattle, as well as poultry. Since these groups depended on agriculture, they used to settle in places where you can practice agriculture. And with passing time, changes took place in the social and economic systems of Western Kenya, which resulted in the Luo and Kalenjin increasing dependency in agriculture. So here are some of the tools that they used to use for agriculture, for bush clearing, digging. This was done by men, while women used to plant and weed and harvest the crops. Now we see the tools that were used for harvesting. Harvesting was carried out twice a year for the long rain and short rain crops. Grains such as finger millet and sorghum were harvested by use of harvesting knives and then dried on flat rocks or bare soils. And here are some of the tools that were used for preparing meals. So these meals were prepared in an open fire in clay pots balanced on a hearth made of 3 stones. Women and girls were occupied with the preparation of food for the family. The staple foods of millet and sorghum porridge were mixed to a paste during cooking sticks and special stirrers. Food was eaten in containers using spoons or cups. Here we are looking at the clothing and personal adornment. This was developed in response to the climate, environment, and activities of people. Animal skins and hide provide protection against cold weather in cooler climates and used by men and women as clothing. Prepared skins are shaped into the desired garments, cloaks, aprons, belts, or skirts, and many are decorated with glass, plastic, or metal beads. On this side, we see the headdresses. The headdresses were worn on important occasions as symbols of status. They are often used during cultural dances or for ritual ceremonies such as circumcision as a means of identifying certain age grade groups. And here we can see some toys that were used by children, such as for counting, discovering colors, shapes, and patterns, and also some sounds. Children made toys from local materials such as banana fiber, clay, wood, but today many toys are models made from recycled plastics, paper, metal, and fabrics. Here we are looking at different types of carrying baskets. These were used by the Luo, the Luya, and the Gosiu communities in the late 20th century. We also have the sieve for cooking fish. We have the tray, which is also called onderu in a native language. As you can see, the close-ups of the descriptions of everything. We have the bowl also. We have like the mat, everything you see here. This is so impressive because all of this that we are looking at are handmade. They were all handmade. We also see the winnower. You see like types of bags. That's a purse used for shopping. Heading on to the next part, we have pottery. Pottery is a traditional industry in Western Kenya where knowledge is transferred from generation to generation. Both men and women are involved in pot making. Pottery items are used for various purposes such as cooking, serving storage, fetching water, and today ornamental pots are increasingly made as decorative items. The pottery industry has also significantly contributed to the economic development of local communities in the Western Kenya. So these are the pots that we can see. Some can be used to store some drinks if you make some drinks. Some pots can be used for storing water. Some pots can be used for cooking your meals. Now, when it comes to metalworking, especially iron and copper, was possessed by many people of Western Kenya since the earliest times. In the case of iron, the metal was melted from solid iron ores such as hematite or from iron sand, which was available in many places in Western Kenya. The ore was melted in small furnaces made of fire, clay, while charcoal and papyrus were used as fuel and tinder. The smelted metal was made into final metal products by smiths, and in some cases, the smelters were also the smiths. Below were either made of wood or clay, while tires which served as valves were always made of clay. The knowledge of metalworking was kept a secret and only passed on to succeeding generation within the clan. And here we have musical instruments. Musical instruments were used for entertainment and worship as a sign of respect for honored guests and as an expression for inner deep feelings. For example, in funeral ceremonies, both instrumental and vocal music were practiced. And here we have recreation. Recreation activities were used for pleasure and to relax the mind, the body, especially after work. Traditionally, old men gathered together for a drink and discussed the affairs of the community. A few individuals engaged in bank smoking. The playing of the bow game was popular among men of all age groups. And here we are looking at traditional medicine. This was associated with religion. Medicine men either acquired their knowledge and skills from their parents or were supposed to have been chosen by a god to save their people in the fields of religion and medicine. And right here we can see the common butterflies of Kenya. We can see the butterflies, the flies. We can see the moths, the plant bugs, the ants, the bees and wasps, antilions, beetles, dragonflies, mantids. These are the types. Fossil records indicate that fishes appeared on Earth 450 million years ago. Today, approximately 25,000 fish species are known. These are divided into two classes, namely the cartilaginous fish and the bony fish. And on the bony fish, we have soldier fish, wrasse, walrus, coral fish, vagabond coral, parrotfish, triggerfish. Right here we see the amphibians and reptiles. Reptiles are lung-breathing vertebrates. Their body is covered with horny scales and plates, which protect them from desiccation, and they have feathers or hairs. Their body temperature, at least is in the present day, species depend upon the temperature of their surroundings, and some species of snakes are poisonous. The reptiles, birds, and mammals developed from primitive amphibians, and amphibians live on land and in water. Here we can see the birds in nests up in the tree. And today we have 8,600 species of birds with about 30,000 to 35,000 subspecies. These are distributed all over the continents and oceans. East Africa is endowed with many species. Yeah, right here we can see the leopard. You can see the monkeys. So many different animals. Now, a recap of my Kisumu museum trip. At first, we saw the traditional Luo homestead. This is a full-scale UNESCO-sponsored replica of a traditional Luo homestead. It has houses of 3 wives, livestock pens, and granaries. And this is a multimedia commentary in Luo and English. Explains Luo migration, the customs, medicinal plants, and household roles. On the second part, it also discusses the cultural history gallery, which showcases local material culture, clothing, adornments, baskets, fishing tools, agricultural implements, hunting weapons. And these include the dioramas featuring wildlife like lions, the Brazza monkeys, notably the largest snail pig ever caught in Kenya. And on the third part, we saw the natural history and live exhibits. Freshwater aquarium with Lake Victoria species of Kenya's few museum aquariums. This will be added in my next video. I am going to show you guys the freshwater aquarium Now we also saw the archaeological and rock art displays. This includes protected Tara rock art relocated to the museum after vandalism and its original site. So a lot of students come here for research and education. The museum actively contributes to research on Lake Victoria, notably participating in multinational limnology studies with ICIPE at Mbita. The museum is important because it stands as a unique blend of living and natural history, cultural ethnography, and hands-on research. The Brigidala homestead provides a cultural immersive experience rare in modern museums. I was inside the Brigidala, so I am going to show you that in my next video. So this serves an urban refuge and a learning center connecting people to the heritage of Western Kenya and Lake Victoria. So the Kisumu Museum has grown from a vision in 1975 to a significant regional institution since its 1980 opening. It preserves Western culture's biodiversity and cultural legacy through living exhibits, immersive ethnography, and active research efforts, all situated within a serene green oasis in the heart of Kisumu. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching this video. This is me just going around showing what was left. These are like specialist medicine that was used when removing teeth, because was the area where we saw the dental tools, because I said they did not have anesthesia, but they made their own medicine just using the natural herbs. So thank you guys for being with me and for watching this video, and may God bless you. I know I made some mistakes in this voiceover. I tried my best, but I hope my explanation was all clear and that you guys understood everything that I said. This is me going all over again just to see if I missed other parts, but a lot of areas I have explained, and you guys can come here to Kisumu Museum to see everything for yourself in person. And I also took pictures so it can help me with explaining and understanding the history of Kenya. Thank you.